Welcome to the Gates of Judgment, blah, blah, blah. Look, I'm just counting down the seconds to the end of my shift and I can go on vacation, so take your petty problems elsewhere. Ugh, of course you're being lazy. That's the problem with workers today. None of you want to actually work. I don't even have the energy to argue with you. Why don't you tell me whatever petty problem you've got so that I can potentially deny it and send you on your way? Fine, I'll just cut to the point. I'm not happy with where they want me to go. Fix this for me. Uh-huh, that's great. Is this clock stopped? You're not even listening to me. Of course I'm paying attention. You said something about being happy with where you want to go and you were leaving, right? That is like the exact opposite of what I just said. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I give the impression that I cared? Because that was the exact opposite impression that I wanted to give you. You are exceptionally rude. I want to speak to your manager. I assure you, my manager cares just as little as I do. Look, are you going to get me your manager or not? Ugh, fine. Boss, there's a soul out here that wants to bother you with a pointless complaint. What seems to be the problem, Angelo? Another complaint from an undeserving soul. Yeah, would you mind taking care of it? He's getting on my nerves. I would rather get my teeth pulled by rusty pliers with no anesthesia. Ugh, even the manager sucks. Typical millennials and their total lack of work ethic. Sir, I am not a millennial. I am literally older than Jesus. That is blasphemy, sir. You owe me an apology. Absolutely not. Angelo, get rid of this soul so that we can finally go on vacation already. Well, you heard the boss, man. Please leave at your earliest convenience. Like, right now would be good. Look, none of you are leaving until you've helped me. I am not moving from this here spot until you secure me a spot in Elysium. Elysium? That's a surprise. People like you are usually demanding to go to heaven. Oh, that is so stereotypical. I already tried to get in there and they kicked me out. So I'll take the next best thing. You know what? How about a stint in Tartarus instead? Wait, what does that do? Glad that's over with. Finally! Shift's over, quitting time for everybody who's going on vacation. I'll call up Hermes now and see if he's on his way. Okay, Henry, Ollie, and Sam are going to be meeting us there. Grace, Callie, and Thomas are going to join us after their classes are over today. I think everything's packed up. Everybody ready to go? George? Am? Thanatos? Ready when you are. I'm feeling a bit giddy about it. Do you know how long it's been since I've been on vacation? I can't even remember. If you think that's bad, I haven't had a proper vacation in a millennia or so. It will be good to unwind for a bit. Jay has assured me that they will be meeting us as we make our way towards our destination. They have requested that we meet them at the restaurant near Gibalba. Oh, we can most definitely do that. I might pick myself up a margarita. Hermes, you good to go around here? I am good. I'll keep an eye on Loki to make sure he's not causing any trouble. Rest assured, you're leaving the Gates of Judgment in the proper hands. Not like I haven't worked around here before. I don't understand why I'm being barred from going on this vacation. Or why I need a babysitter when I'm more than capable of running these gates by myself. You understand perfectly well, Loki. You're just refusing to accept the facts. If you will all just let me explain my side of this. Not another word, Hornhead. We're leaving now. Come on, I'm eager to get to this Polynesian paradise. It has been far too long since I've seen a beach. Right. Let's go, people. Roll out. This is ridiculous. I'm all ready with this. What are you grumbling about, Loki? I said that this is ridiculous. To think that I, Loki, the Prince of Lies, the bringer of Ragnarok, am being forced to be subordinate to a lesser god. Hey, there's nothing lesser about me, pink pony boy. Please. If I had my full power, I'd be able to run this place with my eyes closed. I would have more power in my pinky than you would have in your entire body. Ha! Big talk from somebody who's essentially become an indentured servant. Besides, in the months you've been at the gates, your performance has been passable at best. I do better at helping these souls than you do, Wingcap. You could barely help a leaf fall to the ground, Liesmith.
I could help more souls with my mouth taped shut.
Alright, you're on. Let's see who's better at this job.
Interesting. You propose a challenge?
Why not? We're stuck with each other for a while. Let's make things interesting.
Very well. What are the terms?
We'll issue each other a series of challenges. Things that we have to do while we're helping the next soul. Whoever can help the most souls or force the soul to move along without using the transport button will be the winner.
I like the idea. Now the stakes. How about the winner of the challenge becomes the boss of the gates?
You're funny. That's never gonna happen. How about the loser has to wear an outfit of the winner's choice for an entire month?
You've got yourself a deal. I hope you don't mind wearing a pink tutu and ballerina slippers while you deliver packages all around creation.
You wish, Loki. Alright, we both wrote down challenges and put them in this hat for randomization purposes. Do you want to go first or should I?
I will take the first challenge. Might as well start off on the right foot and show you how it's done.
Fine.
Okay.
Alright. Your first challenge is a bit of a softball, to be honest. You have to help the next soul by only asking questions. If you say even one statement, you're disqualified.
Piece of cake. What are the rules of this challenge? And how do we get points? I want to know when I win.
The challenge is completed or failed once the soul is gone. No teleportation allowed. If you teleport the soul away, you are disqualified. Upon the successful completion of a challenge, you will be awarded a point.
Alright then. Watch and learn. Will the next soul step up, please?
Hi. I'm not entirely sure that I came to the right place. Where am I?
Where is it that you think you are?
Well, I was told to come to the Gates of Judgement. Is that where I am?
Does this look like the Gates of Judgment?
I don't know. I've never been to the Gates of Judgment before. How am I supposed to know what it looks like?
Why don't you go ahead and tell me what you need?
Fine. I was told that I need to be judged and receive either a paradise or a punishment. Am I in the right place for that?
What do you think?
I think I'm having a great deal of trouble trying to get a single straight answer from you.
Did you really expect nothing but straight answers in the afterlife?
Okay, fair point. But that still doesn't help.
How can I help you? What is it you want?
I want to know where it is I have to go. I mean, I lived my life as a Christian, so I'm hoping I'm going to heaven.
Are you sure that that's your ultimate destination?
Why don't you tell me that?
Are you really certain that you want me to look at your personal file in order to know where you're really going?
Well, look, I just want to know if I'm supposed to go to heaven or hell.
Do you not already know that?
I swear, no, you haven't told me yet.
Where is it that you think you're headed?
I just need some help.
Are you really sure you haven't always known, deep down, where it is you're truly headed?
Is there nothing I can do to change that?
Are you seriously asking that?
Which way to hell?
Would you kindly step into the gates behind me?
Yeah, all right, whatever. This was a very frustrating conversation. Dang it, I knew that challenge was way too easy. That's a point for you.
Was there ever any doubt?
I'll say it again, Angelo. Rarohenga was the perfect choice for a vacation spot. I cannot get over how blue the water is or how perfect the sun feels. It's truly a paradise. So much different than the Gates of Judgment. Oh, it is beautiful, right? Maui is a very generous host. The food is absolutely delicious, and the seaside accommodations are just spectacular. Oh, how do you like your private cabin? Oh, it's wonderful. Though I have to admit that it feels a little bit weird sleeping in an actual bed when I've been sleeping on a couch for over 2 years now. Yeah, I bet. I'm surprised you haven't asked Grace to join you in your cabin with you. I'm not sure that I'm ready to take a step like that. Right, I keep forgetting. You were raised with a very, traditional way of thinking, weren't you? It's how I was raised. In any case, I'm perfectly content with where Grace and I are in our relationship right now.
You all start on your sandcastles and I'll be along in a minute. Callie and Thomas are very sweet, but they sure are a handful once they want to play.
Yes, I was watching their spirited game of volleyball just now. So who won?
Oh, it was a tie. Technically, Callie did score more points, but she doesn't like to make Thomas feel bad, so she declared it a tie.
Yeah, that sounds just like Callie.
Where are Grace, Am, and Jay?
Oh, they're over down by the water. Apparently Grace and Jay used to know each other. During one of their past lives, Jay used to help Grace out at the school. That is hardly surprising. Grace seems to know everybody around the afterlife. I'm gonna go have lunch with my boys. I'll see you guys later.
This was a fantastic idea, Angelo. I believe we all really needed it.
I've gotta say, I agree with you, boss. You know, it's really nice to see you loosen up both in and out of the office. You really show your paternal side around children, don't you?
I've always felt very protective of children. It breaks my heart whenever I have to pick one up at the end of their... But I always try to do it with a gentle and comforting hand.
That is actually very sweet.
I'm allowed to have a soft side, Angelo.
Yes, you most definitely are. At the risk of ruining a peaceful moment, I have to bring up a small concern.
Are you about to ask me why neither of us could sense Thomas casting a fairly high-level spell in the break room of our own domain?
Actually, exactly that. How'd you know?
It has been on my mind since it happened. One does not simply reverse the gravitational pull for an entire group of people without either one of us being able to sense it.
Oh, so you're just as worried about all that as I am.
Definitely. I'm going to have to keep a very close eye on Thomas and his magic wand. If there is another such incident, we may have to intervene.
Agreed. What about his imaginary friend, Mr. No Name?
Of equal concern, I would say. I don't think it's a coincidence that this imaginary friend shows up just as Thomas develops magic powers.
Agreed. So we'll just try to stay close to Thomas and see what happens.
That is all we can do for now. If you'll excuse me, it looks like I have some sandcastles to help with. All right, Hermes, the next challenge that I pulled from the hat is... you have to help the next soul without using the letter E. Good luck trying to help a soul without using one of the most common letters in the English language.
Please, Loki, give me a hard one. This is gonna be kid stuff.
I don't think it's going to be as easy as you think.
On it. I am now vacant for a human soul.
Huh.
Salutations, human. How may I assist you in your slog through our spiritual halls?
Wait, so... I'm dead? As in... dead?
Right. Air cannot fill your lungs. Your blood cannot flow. Your spirit is autonomous from your body. Well, that stinks. So what's the deal here? This location? Our duty is to assist you in finding your final point in our spiritual world. Oh. Wait, is this that whole paradise or punishment thing that the front death was talking about? Indubitably, sir. Alright. So where am I going? That is built upon by your actions in your durations in your living world. That was a confusing sentence, and it still didn't answer my question. What dogma did you study as a mortal human? Are you asking what religion I practiced? Right, sir. I guess agnostic. I didn't really pray to a specific god or go to church or temple or anything. Agnostic is fair. If you will give me a quick tick, I will find your location on this thing. It says that most gods will allow you to join. Most gods? What do you mean? You can go to almost any location with any dogmatic philosophy. Do you think about any particular location? Well, I heard the Wick in Summerlands is supposed to be pretty good. I had a few witch friends. What can you tell me about them? Oh, a most wondrous and lush location. I visit on occasion. Still, for you, it is not my assumption that you would stay in alluring parts. Alluring? What do you mean? For Wiccans, if you obtain utopia or disciplinary actions, this is not told to you prior to your arrival. Ah, so I don't get to know if I was good or bad until I get there? That is right. I might have to change my mind. Is that typical around here? It is common in a lot of cultural dogmas. Anubis is fond of it. Are there any actual religions that will let me know where I'm going ahead of time? Christianity, Judaism, a lot. Which would you want to pick? Yeah, neither of those really sound appealing. I guess I'll stick with Wiccan. Which way do I go? Go back out and down this hallway. You will find a lush and natural door. This is your final location. Good luck to you, sir. Thanks. Tone down that pretentious thing you've going on, because it was kind of confusing.
I've got to be honest, that was quite impressive. And it was more than a little annoying for the soul to deal with, too. Congratulations.
I gotta admit, that was a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. But I have had to do a challenge like that before, so it was kind of a piece of cake.
Sam, you have been an absolute delight. I have loved getting to know you. It's a shame that your job usually keeps you so busy. You're too kind, sir. Now that you're free to leave the Gates of Judgment, perhaps we can have you over to our house for dinner sometime. I would love that. Where do you both live?
Oh, Sam moved into my place a while ago. It's funny because the house actually automatically updated itself to have rooms that Sam needed. I have never lived in a house that actually had a gym before.
Yes, it is very nice to have a training area where I don't have to be around other people. I can practice my yoga without my troop judging my every pose.
Yeah, instead you have me eyeing your butt whenever you stick it out.
Honey, not in front of your father and your brother. Right. You don't want to make your brother jealous with your cutesy attitudes. Not likely, Dad. Even if I am happy for Henry and Sam and for you and Grace, I'm not exactly jealous of any of it. I'm not really a romantic relationship kind of guy. Wait a minute. What? I thought I had told you, Dad. I'm aro-ace. Aromantic asexual. It means I'm not really interested in anyone in any relationship sense.
Hey, you said it right this time, Ollie.
I have been doing a lot of reading about aromantic asexuality, and everything I've read feels right on the money for me. Except I'm not exactly averse to intimacy. I'm just not actively pursuing it for myself. Hang on, I'm still trying to catch up here. Okay, so you're saying Ollie has no interest in romance or anything at all? I mean, I like my friendships just fine. I just don't need a sweetheart of my own. That doesn't make any... Are you sure it's not just that you haven't found the right person? That's an outdated attitude, sir. People don't need romance in order to be happy. I guess you're right. I just don't want you to be lonely, Ollie. I'm not. I have my family. I have friends. I'm good with what I've got. I'm happy to hear it. Is this a romantic thing, part of the Pride Month alphabet?
Yeah. Oh, actually, Ollie, there should be a Pride Month event going on sometime soon. There's usually a parade and a big party. Do you want to join us at that?
Actually, that sounds like a lot of fun. I'd love to go to that. Question. Am I allowed to go if I'm just normal?
The term you're looking for is heterosexual, George.
Right. I'm sorry. It seems to me like I've upset you. What did I say wrong?
The implication to what you just said was that if you're not straight, you're not normal.
Oh, I didn't mean it like... I'm sorry. That was really insensitive of me.
It's fine. Just be more careful in the future.
If you are an ally to the LGBTQIA plus community, of course you can join us at the parade, sir. Then I think I'd like to go. And I promise that I'll keep working on the proper terminology and the proper attitudes. Good. That's all we can ask you to do.
All right, Loki, so far it's 8-6 in my favor. You've got some catching up to do. You better focus up for this next soul.
Not so fast there, Hermes. I was reviewing the tapes for that little E-challenge you did a little bit ago, and it seems to me that you messed up. You used, in fact, 2 E-words with that soul. Give and me.
Darn. I was really hoping that you hadn't caught that.
Well, I did. You did not earn one of those points, sir. Take it off immediately.
Fine, whatever. There.
Just trying to keep you honest, Hermes.
Okay, Loki. Your next challenge is to... This is gonna be impossible for you.
Oh, whatever it is, it can't be worse than trying to help a soul using only hand gestures.
Alright, smart guy. You've got to agree with absolutely everything the next soul says.
But mortals are so very dumb. How am I supposed to agree with them?
That's the challenge, Loki.
But what if they demand to go to paradise when their paperwork clearly states that they're not supposed to go there?
You're going to have to figure that out for yourself.
Fine, I'll knock this challenge out of the park. Next! This entire thing is absolutely ridiculous. I want you to fix this for me right now. Welcome to the Gates of Judgement. How might I improve your day? You could say that the front desk has made a mistake, that I'm not going to hell. I can certainly look into that information, sir. Allow me to look at your file. I swear, the entire world is against rich people like me. Just because I lived a luxurious lifestyle doesn't mean I was a bad person. Yes, sir, the rich people certainly do have it rough nowadays. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's not our fault that the poors have made a mess of everything. Yes, sir. It is certainly the fault of the masses and not any of the people in charge. Well, I'm glad I found somebody that finally makes sense around here. Sir, the information that I found says that, well, the so-called charities that you gave to actually weren't charities in the strictest sense. They were investment firms which you gave your money to and you made more money in return. They weren't charitable in any sense of the word. Yes, and I sacrificed money to a potential loss and as a result stimulated the economy. How could I have gotten more charitable than that? Yes, sir. Of course, you're right. Now, it says right here that you're heading to, level 8 of hell. If you would kindly... Absolutely not. I deserve a spot in heaven. I refuse to go to hell. Sir, that is an entirely valid feeling to have. If you'll just give me one moment. What seems to be the problem? I'm just trying to... I've got it. Sir, how would you like an upgrade to the accommodations that you were going to get? Honestly, a little insulted that I wasn't offered an upgrade up front, actually. Well, I am most happy to give you a remedy to your problems. However, the luxury paradise isn't quite ready yet. Would you be so kind as to wait in the original place that you were supposed to go until it is ready? I would really rather not. Isn't there some sort of lounge area that I could go to instead? There is, yes. However, wouldn't you rather have the privacy of your own room and to get the treatment that you so richly deserve? I suppose that sounds all right. Excellent. Now, you will still unfortunately have to go to level 8 of hell. But I know it's inconvenient, sir. But I promise someone will be along shortly to take you to your paradise. Well, all right. But those accommodations better be extra luxurious for the inconvenience.
Know what, Loki? I'm kind of a little impressed. I didn't think you'd pull that off.
Hey, you said I had to agree with them. You never said I couldn't lie.
I have been finding this vacation most pleasant. Thank you for suggesting that I take some time away from the Gates of Judgement. I quite like relaxation.
Oh, not a problem, my friend. I'm just happy that Angelo was able to pull this off. The Polynesian paradise is not exactly known for allowing people to stay here for an extended period if you're not natively from here.
Yes, it seems Angelo's connections with Maui have come through in our favor.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that luau later. Actually, I hope this isn't rude to ask, but do you eat, or how do you keep yourself charged as a technically artificial being?
My power supply is tied to Angelo. As long as he exists, my core processors will siphon just a little bit of power from him. It is enough to keep me functional indefinitely.
Huh. Fascinating.
Hey Jay.
Hi, Am. I hope I'm not interrupting the two of you. How are you both doing?
We are getting along well, George. How are you enjoying the vacation?
I'm doing great, yeah.
Jay, I was wondering if I could ask you a few things.
I figured you'd make your way over to me eventually. You want to know about reincarnation, do you?
So you heard the news then?
Oh, your story is all over the afterlife, my friend. It is the hottest gossip around. The success story of the hellbound prisoner at the Gates of Judgement.
It is so very bizarre to me that my life is some sort of soap opera for other people to consume. Would you feel more comfortable if I were to leave, George? I don't mind, you can stay. So, Jay, what's reincarnation like?
Well, let's see. It's a bit like opening up a brand new book for the very first time and finding a whole new story.
So you don't remember any of your previous lives?
While you're still alive? No, that would interfere with your new relationships. But your soul does have an inkling of the lessons that you learned in previous lives. That way you don't make the same mistakes.
Okay, and since you've arrived here again, do you remember any of your previous lives?
That right there is a tough question. I've had quite a few lives. I remember some a little bit better than others.
Oh, why do you have so many previous lives? Did you just now get a paradise for the first time?
Not at all. I've actually been to paradise quite a few times in my past lives.
So then, why have you kept going back?
Well, I wanted to read a new book.
Oh. What if you're not done with the old book yet? What if you just want to stay in that book for a while?
Now, George, I think you know that that's something that you have to figure out for yourself.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I've gained so much, especially in the afterlife. And my family, and Callie, and Grace, I can't abandon them. If I may say so, George, as much as your family has enjoyed having you, including Grace and Callie, I'm sure they will support your decision to reincarnate no matter what you do. I know. I just don't want to disappoint anyone. You won't. It's obvious how much love and respect your family has for you. Just make the best decision for yourself. The rest will fall into place. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks anyway.
All right, Hermes, it is your challenge. Let's see what the hat has in store. You are to convince the next soul that they are stuck in the Matrix. What, that Keanu Reeves movie?
Yeah. Oh, that's one of the challenges that I put in. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. I have been itching to mess with a soul.
A rather silly challenge, but are you up for it, Hermes? I'll show you how deep this rabbit hole goes, Loki. Next.
Hi. I just wanted to ask a question, if that's okay.
Greetings. Glad you're finally awake. Welcome to the Gates of Judgement. Or should I say, welcome to the real world.
Real world? What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I mean. Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life. That there's something wrong with the world.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I know this. Are you referencing that really old movie, The Matrix?
I am merely trying to help you come to terms with the reality you find yourself in.
Yeah, I get the reference. The thing is, you're kind of doing it all wrong.
I'm sorry.
Well, you've got those small sunglasses, which is a nice touch, but they're not the right style. And you're dressed more like Hermes rather than Morpheus. That kind of throws a monkey wrench in the whole thing. Well, I am Hermes, and I think you're missing the point that I'm trying to make here. Right, sorry. You were saying something about me being in the Matrix and not in the afterlife.
Correct. May I continue?
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. The Matrix is all around us. It is even here in this room.
Did you know that the directors of those movies, the Wachowskis, are actually both trans women?
You can feel it when you...
Yes, I did know that. Why do you ask? I just found it interesting. Do you think in the world of the Matrix, if you can see the code like Neo or Trinity, then you could, I don't know, change your gender at will? Well, I would have to assume yes if you can manipulate the code, considering the people who made the movie. Man, wouldn't that be easier than all of the crap that trans people have to go through now? Surgeries and psych evaluations and all this random bullcrap that we have to do just to feel comfortable in our own skin. Why can't we just flick a switch and become the gender that we want to be? Creation of the universe and the laws of biology weren't exactly my department. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted again. You were saying about the Matrix? You know what? This isn't fun if you're a decent person and a nerd. Now, if you were a jerk or a bigot, then that's something else, but... No, I get it. A prank doesn't work if the intended victim is in on the joke, right? Yeah, whatever. I already failed the challenge. You had a question? Oh yeah. Do you know where the Pride Parade starts? I wanted to scope out the area before the big event. Oh, there's this huge park a ways down the Universal Hallway. That's where people usually gather. Actually, around this time of year, they should already be making floats and balloons and stuff. Floats and balloons? Really? Oh yeah, they go all out. It's this huge event and they throw this big party afterwards. It should be a lot of fun. Oh, that sounds great. Thank you. Hope to see you at the parade. Oh, I'll probably be working here when it's going on, but I will definitely be watching it as it passes by my area. You have fun though.
Well, I'd say that's a fail, Hermes. No point for you this round.
Yeah, I already know, but I'm okay with it. At least this one wasn't an asshole. Thanks for helping us dig the hole, Mr. George. I'm sorry we didn't find any buried treasure. I was sure we'd find gold. It's okay, Callie. It doesn't matter that we didn't find treasure. Sometimes the fun is in the looking rather than in the finding. What do you mean, Mr. George? I think it would have been a lot more fun if we had found a pirate's chest filled with coins. Yeah, that would have been nice, sure, but in life, it's about the journey, not the destination.
to put it in a way that you might understand, sometimes the fun is in the work and not in the reward.
Oh, I think I get it. Kind of like how coloring the picture is more fun than seeing the finished picture.
That's a perfect analogy, Callie.
Well, I still wish we had found something, though.
I'm sorry you're disappointed, Thomas. Tell you what, why don't you pick the next thing that we do?
I want to go swimming. Can we go swimming?
Of course you can. Don't go too far out, though, okay?
We won't, Mr. George. Come on, Thomas. Let's see if we can find some dolphins. You are very good with them, though, especially when you're giving them life lessons. That is so very attractive to see in a boyfriend.
Well, Callie is sharp, and she catches on quickly. It's easy to teach them when Callie is there to make it much clearer for Thomas.
Yes, Callie is very special. And she'll be fine no matter what you decide to do.
Do I really need to talk to you about this, too?
You don't have to do anything, George. But, as your girlfriend, I would hope that you feel comfortable enough with me to talk about your potential reincarnation.
Look, I just want to relax on my vacation without having to have a serious conversation with somebody else.
And you're allowed to do that. I just wanted to let you know that you have all of our support whenever you want to reincarnate.
I already said I don't want to talk about it, so please just drop it.
Well, there's no need to act that way about it, Mr. Stewart.
I'm sorry. Can't we just live in the moment?
Of course we can. However, sooner or later, you're going to have to make a decision.
Grace, I'm not done coloring the picture yet.
That's okay. You're allowed to keep coloring. However, don't take your frustration on the process out on the rest of us that love you.
I didn't mean to do that. That was wrong of me, and I'm sorry.
You are forgiven. Now, shall we get into the water with Callie and Thomas?
That sounds lovely.
All right, Loki, it looks like we're neck and neck right now. 15 points for me and 16 points for you. You are giving me one hell of a fight.
Did you expect anything less, Wing Boy? As I told you before, I am much better at this job than anybody gives me credit for.
I admit I may have underestimated you, but it's still anybody's game.
Indeed. So, what's my next challenge?
All right, let's see what we've got. Looks like you're going to have to convince the next soul that the world was secretly ruled by cats.
Well, that's a dumb challenge. And how am I supposed to pull it off without my ability to morph and turn into a talking cat?
Yeah, that one was written by me. I was inspired by that one episode of Love, Death, and Robots. Anyway, you're going to have to figure it out for yourself, Loki.
Well, I suppose I could try, but it seems to me like I better not see a single rainbow or some screwy made-up flag celebrating some stupid demonic month in here. Pardon, sir? You know, that whole June gay thing. I had enough of that in the living world. It better not have made its way over here. I've had enough of that pronoun nonsense. Hermes, a word. An idea has formed as a replacement challenge.
Man, this guy's a piece of work. What is it?
Malicious compliance. Come here. Oh, that's good. All right then. If Sir does not want pronouns, Sir will not get pronouns. What in the hell are you talking about? Sir is using those words when Sir said Sir did not like those words. Why are you talking like that? Why are you suddenly acting so weird? Sir is doing the thing again. Sir is using the forbidden words. What forbidden words are you talking about? I'm just looking for some help here. Can you help me or not? Sir said that Sir does not like pronouns, and yet Sir is using pronouns in every sentence. Does Sir not know what pronouns are? Oh, stop being so dang literal. I was just saying that I don't understand people who use pronouns. And I'm not gonna call you by anything other than what you look like. You look like a man. You are he, him. Oh? Well then, would Madam like directions to Madam's punishment realm? The hell do you mean by calling me Madam? You were just calling me Sir before. You had it right the first time. You changed it to the wrong thing. Madam has just made the distinction that Madam will not refer to anybody by incorrect pronouns. The being before you, Loki is the name, does not see gender. Frankly, all mortals look the same in these eyes. Almost as if all mortals have the exact same face around here. Look, just because I'm following science and referring to them as the pronouns they were born as doesn't make me wrong. As a matter of fact, I'd say I'm more right than anybody who's using them fake pronouns like they and them, as if they could be a plural. So many of the forbidden pronouns that Madam didn't like before. And by the way, science says that animals change genders all the time. Ever heard of the clownfish? Don't spout that inane bull at me. Just get me somebody who can get me into heaven where I belong, with the other sane people. Heaven is not an option. Hell is more the place for people with similar mindsets to the good Madam. Will you stop it with that Madam stupidity? Look, Madam, take any and all issues up with Hell. Hell may be able to give Madam the answers that Madam seeks. Fine, I'll go, if only to get away from your insanity.
Well done with that soul, Loki.
Well, aren't I going to get a point? Take out the whiteboard. I successfully completed the challenge.
No, you didn't. You didn't even talk about cats ruling the world.
What? But the challenge was changed. I changed it to not using pronouns in front of the bigot.
Up. I never actually agreed to that. I never said that that was the challenge now. You just assumed.
Oh, that's a cheap trick, Hermes.
Yep, and I'm darn proud of it. Oh man, that was a great party. Thanks for reminding me that the Pride event was today, Henry. I am so glad we didn't miss it. Oh, that was truly the best party in years. Probably even better than the one where Sam and I met. Did you see the Golden Girls performing one of their episodes for everyone?
See it? I was practically in the front row. Those girls have still got it. Betty White had everybody rolling.
I think I missed that one. I was too busy watching the concert. I saw people that I never thought I'd see in person. That was amazing. That was quite literally the best party that I've ever been to. So many friendly people. And surprisingly, a lot of different gods from different pantheons. Heck, I'm pretty sure I saw Jesus there.
That actually makes total sense. Most gods fall under the LGBTQA plus umbrella. Imagine having an immortal life and your taste absolutely never changes from one eon to the next. That would get very boring.
Yep, that's one of the reasons why I'm pansexual.
Wait, I just learned about that one today. I learned a lot of new vocabulary today. Pansexual, attracted to anybody regardless of gender.
Yep, good job, George. You're catching on quick.
Hey, where did Grace and the kids go? I kind of lost track of them after the parade.
Well, I'm pretty sure that I saw Thomas and Callie going to get their faces painted at one of those stations, but I lost track of them after that. About halfway through the party, Grace informed me that Thomas and Callie were quite tired. I believe they came back here to have a nap.
Wait a minute. Where did Jay go? I was sure that they were following us.
Jay informed me that they would be staying behind. They ran into Hugh and Fobader from the Office of Dreams and wanted to dish with them about a recent orange piñata that came through the Office of Dreams. I failed to understand what they meant. I get it. That's hilarious. That really was one hell of a party. I can't believe... Never mind. What is it, George? Well, when I was alive, I used to think that these Pride parades and the Pride Month events were part of the blight on society, the thing that was corrupting the youths. If I had just gone to one, if I had just
seen with my own eyes, I would have seen that it's just people being proud and loving themselves. Well, let's be honest here, Dad. If you had attended one of those events while you were still alive, you probably would have found it revolting. He's right, sir. You weren't ready to change your mind back then. Now you are. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Still, I can't wait for next year's event.
Sure. If you're still around for it. If you don't reincarnate between now and then.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm still around for it. All right, let's see. Hermes is in the break room. Nobody else is around. Excellent. Let's see if I can stack the odds in my favor. All right. Ow! What? Ow! What's going on? If you're trying to cheat Loki and give yourself some extra unearned points, it's not going to work. The board is enchanted against it, especially after the whole E thing. The insult, Hermes! It's like you don't trust me or something. I just caught you, red-handed, trying to alter the points. Stop acting so indignant. Well, maybe I wouldn't have to resort to cheating if I didn't keep getting the hard challenges, like having to convince the soul that they're actually a bird, or never using the same word twice. How am I supposed to win with challenges like that?
Ooh. Then you shouldn't have put them in the hat yourself in the first place. Shall we continue?
Fine. What's my challenge?
All right, let's see what the hat has for you now. Man, I cannot believe the vacation is already at an end. It feels like we just got here, even if it has been a few weeks already. Do we have to go back to work?
Unfortunately, yes. Assuming the Gates of Judgement are still standing, of course. I'm not entirely sure it was a very smart idea to leave two trickster gods in charge.
Oh, I'm sure Hermes is keeping Loki in line. He's always been responsible running the gates before. Not sure why you think that there would be anything different now.
Before, he didn't have the Norse god of trickery and mischief there to cause chaos and potentially egg him on.
Thanatos is correct. The chances of Loki causing chaos at the gates are very high. However, neither Angelo nor myself have sensed anything untoward happening at the gates at this time. The cameras are all showing that things are relatively calm at the moment.
Alright, that's good. Let's see. Henry and Sam left for their paradise yesterday. Jay and Ollie left this morning. Grace, Callie, and Thomas left about an hour ago. We're all packed up. I think we're ready.
Yep. Nothing left to do but the leaving. I already dropped by Maui's and said bye.
Very well. Come along, everyone.
I am eager to get back to my original purpose.
You doing okay there, George?
Yeah, just taking it all in one more time.
Yeah. Sure is beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, it is quite literally the best beach I've ever seen. Hey, maybe you'll earn a paradise like this after your next life.
Yeah. Maybe.
Is something wrong, George?
No, just... no.
You know, after 2.5 years together, I think I've learned how to read you by now. And I know for a fact that there's something sitting in your chest that you really need to let out.
I'm not ready to do that yet.
Okay. But when you're ready to talk, I'm ready to listen.
I know. Thank you.
All right. We better get going before Thanatos starts to yell at us.
Amen to that.
All right, Hermes, we're home and... Hey guys, No, I was seeing that correctly. What's going on? Oh, it's very, very simple. You see, Loki here lost a bet to me, and now he has to wear this outfit for an entire month.
I had that competition in the bag before that last challenge, and you know it.
It is not my fault that you failed to sing for an entire encounter with a soul. Heck, it's not my fault that you can't sing, period.
I can sing, you pompous windbag. I've had sirens tell me that they're jealous of my talents.
Okay. Okay. Stop. Wait. What was the bet? Oh, we were trying to see who was better at this job. And the way we did that was by setting up a series of challenges. We had to help souls while at the same time following a specific ridiculous rule. Oh. Oh, that was brilliant, Hermes. Why didn't I think of that?
Wait, what? Think of what?
Well, I'm glad that you caught on so quick. Loki here never figured out what I was doing at all.
Hold on. What am I missing? What are you talking about?
I'm pretty confused here myself. If I'm understanding this correctly, and I'm pretty sure that I am, the whole thing was a ploy to get Loki focused on the work rather than causing any mischief while Hermes was in charge.
Wait a minute. What?
Yep, I played you like a fiddle, Loki.
You son of a flightless bird. I had all of these plans to prank you, and I didn't even remember. Oh.
Well, you got, Loki. Just accept it. I love the outfit that you picked, by the way, Hermes.
You know what? I can't even be mad at you. It worked so well. I didn't even suspect. I'm very impressed.
You can't trick a fellow trickster, Loki. Anyway, where's Thanatos and the rest? Most of them went home already, but Thanatos and Am went to do a Common Grounds run. They're getting a whole bunch of pastries, and they're getting your favorite drink, Hermes. Thank you so much for covering the gates while we were gone. It was not a problem at all, my friend. Oh, by the way, George, you got a delivery while you were out. A package. What is it? Why don't you go check your desk and find out? Well, all right then. Oh. Hold on. Is that what I think it is? Yeah, it's my reincarnation papers. What's the matter, George? You don't seem as happy as I thought you'd be after seeing your ticket to your new life on your desk. Your way out of the Gates of Judgement. I'm fine. It's fine. I'm very happy that I got my reincarnation papers already. I've been working towards this my whole time here, right? I'm very happy. Hermes, do me a favor. Keep an eye out for Thanatos and Am. I have to have a little talk with my intern. George, meet me in the break room. All right, George. Talk to me. I don't know what you want me to say. Oh, I don't know. How about the truth? What do you mean? I haven't been lying. I'm very happy that I got the reincarnation papers. Okay. Now try saying it like your guts aren't filled with razors. I'm happy, Angelo. I've been working toward redemption and reincarnation at the gates this whole time. I've been wanting this for so long. So then, why do you seem like you're not happy? Because I don't want it anymore. You don't want what? I don't want to reincarnate. I don't want a new life. I don't want anything that those papers can give me. But George, I have a life now. A life I've worked for. A life I care about. I have Henry and Ollie who actually want a connection with me. I have
Thomas and Callie, who also seem to look up to me. I have Grace, who I also care about very deeply. And you. Well, we all want what's best for you, George. We'll support you and cheer you on through your new life. But that's just it. I don't want a new life. I want this life. I'm good with this life. Leaving all this behind, it's a betrayal. Oh, come on. Nobody's going to feel betrayed by you getting a new life. Not a betrayal of them. A betrayal of me. What do you mean? Going on to a new life makes it feel like I'm saying that nothing in this life mattered. Like all of this was just a stepping stone to something better. Like I'm throwing it all away for something that's just newer and shinier. Buddy, that's not what reincarnation... It's what it feels like to me, okay? I feel like if I just go to a new life, if I were to forget all of this, I don't want to do that. I'm not... Take your time. Find the words. I'm here. I'm not just a soul that's trying to get into heaven. I'm me. Every part of me. Every scar. Every gray hair. Every memory. Every teardrop that I've shed. Every moment of happiness. All of it. If I were to just go on to a new life and forget all of it, all of the mistakes I've made, all of the sins of my past, I can't do it, Angelo. It's betrayal. It's a betrayal of me and my life and everything I've gone through. Reincarnation doesn't mean that you don't care what you've been through. It's just a chance to start a new chapter of your life. I know that. I do. But no, I don't want a new life. The one that I've got, this is everything I've always wanted. But George, don't you want a chance at a paradise? Don't you get it, Angelo? I've got my family, I've got friends, I've got these gates, I've got my job. This is my paradise. Well, it's an honor to be a part of that, George. But I also feel like I'm betraying people. The people that wanted me to reincarnate. The people who wanted me to earn a paradise, a real one. Nobody is going to be disappointed that you want to stick around. But everyone was saying, we were saying that we would be supportive of your decision. Whatever that decision might be, including your decision to stay. Our support of you isn't dependent on your taking a whack at a new life. I really hope you're right. Trust me, I've been around the block a few times. I'm right.
We just got back from vacation. What are you two doing in the break room? Don't tell me you already needed a break.
No, I'm just having a chat with George here. He needed to get some stuff off his chest. Feeling better, George?
I do. I really do.
Good. Then get back to work.
On it, boss. Wait, Thanatos. Before we go back out there, I have a question for you.
All right, Angelo, but make it quick.
Well, George just reminded me that our past matters. That who we used to be made who we are now. And to that end, well...
What are you getting at, Angelo?
Thanatos, I need to know. Who am I, really?